Good morning, children. Today you will learn a new topic on matrices. Elementary operations or transformations of a matrix. That means some operations on matrices. What are the different operations we can do on a matrix? Let's we consider a matrix. You know what is the order of this matrix? 3 by 3. We consider a 3 by 3 matrix. So we apply some operations. The first operation I noted here, applying R1. This you can see that both arrow, okay, to R2. The meaning is, that means R1 to R2 and R2 to R1. That means interchange to the matrix A. So this page, it is coming on page number 90. So before watching this video, first you open that textbook, page number 90. Then with the help of that, you watch this video. Then it will be very clear for you. Okay. Once again, R1 to R2, R2 to R1. That is why both this arrow. So this operation to the given matrix. The meaning is that the remaining row, that means what is that? The third row. The third row remains unchanged. Okay, so we can see that third row means 5, 15, minus 30. Then what happens here? First row becomes second row. Second row becomes first row. That is why R1 to R2, R2 to R1. This is the first elementary operation. Or we can say that interchange of any two rows or columns. That means here I consider the first operation on this row. The same operation we can give it to column. For example, I consider C2 both. That means C2 and C3 interchanged. Can you say what is the transformation here? See, that means no change for here C1. Okay, so I write it here C1 as, what is that? Here this is our matrix. There only we can make the transformation. Minus 2, 4, 5, no change. Then what to do? C2 becomes C3. C3 becomes C2. That means we get 12 minus 24 minus 30, and the C2 as C3 minus 6, 12, 50. Get the idea? So what is the operation we have to mention here? Then we write that matrix. Okay, this is the first elementary operation. Okay, then we consider second operation, that is C2 to 2C2 to the given matrix A. Once again, C2 or any row or column. Here I consider the second column. C2, what is the operation here? So you can see that only one side arrow. That means only the change for C2. Here you can see both side arrow. That means R1 to R2, R2 to R1. Clear? So here only C2 we make a transformation. What is the transformation there? C2 changes to what? To C2. That means here we can see that first column, okay, this is our given matrix. First column, no change. Third column, no change. And where the changes comes? Only for C2. What is the new C2 now? C2 means each element of C2 multiplied by the scalar 2. So we can see that this is our second column. Each element multiplied means this becomes minus 12, this becomes 24, and this becomes 30. That is only the change goes to where? C2. The remaining C1 and C3 unchanged. That means multiplication of any row or column by a non-zero number or a scalar. Understand? This operation is also called what? Elementary operation. The same operation, suppose here I consider the example to C2 to 2C2. Suppose I consider that this is the operation. Suppose R12, okay, R12, say 3R1. Then where the changes goes, or what are the rows unchanged? R1 only changing. Each element of R1 multiplied by 3. But this R2 and R3 unchanged. So what is the new R1? Can you say? New R1 becomes what? Multiplied each element of R1 by 3. That means this becomes minus 6. Okay. This becomes minus 18. And this one 36. Okay, remaining second row and third row, no change. That is the second operation. Now, we consider the third operation. Say R1 2, R1 plus 2R2 to the given matrix A. Once again, I consider R1 2, R1 plus, that means the same R1 here, plus a non-zero number K. For example, here the K number is 2. It multiplied by another row. Okay, R1 changes to R1 plus 2R2 to the given matrix A. We can see that here only the transformation goes to R1. What is the meaning of that? Second row and third row, no change. Okay, so second row and third row from the given matrix we consider 4, 12 minus 24. Okay, and 5, 15 minus 30, no change. So where the transformation or change goes to R1. How it is? R1 plus, that means this minus 2, minus 6, minus 12. These elements are there. Each one we consider. Minus 2 plus 2R2. That means this is R2. Okay. 2 times 2 into 4, 8. That adding to this. That is minus 2 plus 8. So you get 6. The next minus 6 here plus 2 times 12. So you get 24. So minus 6 plus 24. You get the answer 18. Here 12 plus 2 into minus 24. That means it is minus 48. So adding you get the result is minus 36. That means the changes only for R1. Okay, remaining are same. So here I consider only the example. That means instead of 1 we can say R2 changes to. Okay, what is that? R2 plus. R2 changes to means R2 plus, for example, I consider 4R3 like that. Any change here we can consider. This is only an example. The same operation. This is the third elementary operation or transformation. This operation we can apply for what? Column also. For example, the same thing here we can consider as, for example, I consider say, what is that? C2 suppose. Okay. C2. C2 changes to means here C2 itself starting. For example, R1 changes to means R1 starting. Here the same way C2 changes to means C2 plus, okay, what is that? 3C1. Okay, so you get new C2 elements. New C2 elements. This is the way here. That means the same operation we can apply for rows and columns. So this operation means we can say addition to the elements of any row or column. That means this addition. Okay. What we consider? The corresponding elements of any other row or column multiplied by any non-zero number k. That is this. R1 changes to R1 addition plus the second row multiplied by a non-zero number. So this is the third operation. That means all together means the first operation for rows, second for rows, third for rows. So 3 row operations are there. The same manner, the first we can consider for column, then column, here also column operation. Okay, so all together, how many transformations or operations are there? There are 6 transformations or operations on a matrix, okay, where 3 of which are due to rows and 3 due to columns. Okay, this is the elementary operations or transformations. Now we consider what is the need of this operation. Okay, what is the use or how we introduce this topic? What is that? Elementary operation or transformation on a matrix. That is, So that is the introduction of the next topic. What is that? Invertible matrix. Invertible matrices. Invertible matrices. So first we can see that definition. Then we can see the need of this transformation here. Okay. So first one. If A is a square matrix, you can see invertible matrix, the important part is first one is what? If A is a square matrix of order m, whatever be the order, maybe 2, 3, okay. Suppose I consider general is m, there exists another square matrix B of the same order, we can see. Okay, so suppose we consider A is of order 3, then we consider another matrix B that is of also the same order 3 of what? Square matrix. Okay, square matrix such that the condition is, you can say that AB equal to BA equal to I. This condition must be satisfied. AB means product. You know what is the condition for multiplication of two matrices? AB. Then you take the reverse order BA, because already you see that this AB and BA is not commutative. All of you remember that property? Matrix multiplication is not always commutative. So, but here in the case of invertible matrices, AB must be equal to BA. That means this commutative property must hold. And what is the result? The result must be I. Identity matrix of the same order. What is the order of A, B? The same order for I. Then if this condition is satisfied, then we can say that the matrix B, that is the required matrix, that B is called what? The inverse matrix of A. And it is denoted by A inverse. That means you write A then raised to minus 1. Okay, it is reading as A inverse. So once again we can see, if we consider a given matrix which is square matrix, okay, then we have to find another matrix, what? B, of the same order, such that the condition AB equal to BA, that is commutative property, and the result must be what? Identity matrix. If this condition satisfied, then we can say that the required matrix B is what? The inverse of the given matrix A, and is denoted by A inverse, or we can say that B is our A inverse actually. Okay, B equal to A inverse. For example, I consider a simple example here. A is equal to a square matrix of order 2. You can say 2 by 2. 2, 3, 1, 2. And B is equal to another square matrix 2 minus 3 minus 1, 2. Both are of the same order. Then you know the matrix multiplication. You take the product AB. How to do the product? First row with first column product sum. First row with second column product sum. That already you learned. You get first row result as 1, 0. Similarly, second row result as 0, 1. What it is actually? Identity matrix of the same order 2. Or we can say I or I2. Okay. So you get AB equal to I. The same manner, you take the reverse order. BA. Then also you can see that the same identity matrix. That means what is the final result we have? We get AB equal to BA equal to I. If this condition satisfied, we can say that this B, because we have only one matrix A. Okay, then this is the required matrix. That is an extra topic. Here I consider both A and B. Okay, then you can see that this product is equal to I, means this B, what is that B here? This B. B is the inverse of A, or we can write B equal to A inverse. Or finally you arrive at a new result. Can you say what is that new result? AB equal to BA equal to I. And we say that this B means what? B equal to A inverse. So now I rewrite this statement as A. Instead of B, I write what? A inverse equal to, B means you know A inverse. A equal to I. So now you get a new result. What it is? A inverse equal to A inverse A equal to I always, and it is only for what? Square matrix. So this is the invertible matrices. So actually already I told you that you learned the topics there, elementary operations on a matrix. Okay, what is the use of this elementary operation means? This invertible matrices, actually only one matrix is given. The question is find A inverse. A is given. A is a square matrix of order 2 or 3. Question is find A inverse. So to find A inverse, using elementary transformation, exam point of view, 6 marks question. For a 3 by 3 matrix means it carries 3 marks. Okay. So using this elementary operations, we can find the inverse of the square matrix A. So how to apply these operations and how do you find out that matrix? That is the next class. So next video we will consider that this operations. Okay. Yes.